Hey, what's up, everyone? Been avoiding doing this one because I don't want to screw up in front of everybody. All right, so far none of y'all are here, so it's okay. I can do it and not make a fool of myself. So, yeah, you guys have been asking for Lost Boy for a while. I've been trying not to do it. And by the way, if I screw this up, I have a cold. If I nail it, though, I'm good. This is actually live, Fernando. Fernando, how are you, Fernando? I don't know. I'm just in a bit of a weird mood right now. Hey, Mona. Hey, Jade. All right, so we got a few people here wanting to hear the intro song. Yeah, so I actually practiced it a few times because I didn't. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gian Guk, I can't pronounce that. I have no idea. Hello from Australia. Hey, Hope. All right, Erfin. Just gonna wait for you guys all to kind of come on in, join in the room. How's everybody doing today? Anybody have anything interesting? So I just hope you guys don't eat me alive if I totally mess this up. All right. I'm pretty good. Efren, I'm pretty good. Yeah, good to see you guys again. Hey, Nana from Morocco. Love from India. Thank you. 3 a.m. in London. All right. It seems like it's always late wherever all the streamers are from. So, Chess Llama, thank you so much for being the first to chat and first to like. We've got 10 likes so far, so you are number one. I appreciate that. Art from LA, thank y'all. All right, so I'm just going to get to this before. Oh, thank you so much, Oliver. You are sweet. So first I'm just going to play it just from one of my last videos. So that I know what I'm doing as far as the key goes. I'm just going to the Save Me video.
Very mid-range heavy. Kind of sounded like it was coming through an old school radio. That was very, very cool. I like that. What's up, Mishan Clan? Adam Mishan here, singer-songwriter and vocal coach.
Oh, I'm actually working on a new song right now, but this is not my new song. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me. All right, there we go. I gave it a shot. I don't think it was perfect. But then again, nothing we do is perfect. So, ouch. Oh, was it that bad? Cold Productions, was it really that bad? Oh, man. Try again. Was it that bad, guys? Oh man, I have to listen to it again. Okay, fine. Try one more time. I do have a cold, actually. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate it.
Singer-songwriter and vocal coach with another video.
Yeah, we should do some warm-ups. All right. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me. Yeah, I use a straw to warm up. That's just something that I use. So it's definitely not perfect. Oh, thank you so much, Nana. I appreciate it that you thought that was good. Oh, that was okay. I think it's still it needs a little work because I'm still getting over a cold, and I know that's an excuse, but at the end of the day, it's the truth. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked it. Um, and now let's turn it into Q&A. What do you guys want to know? Do you use balloons for breath control and placement training? That's my favorite trick. I have never done that. That's interesting. Beast Killer, thank you very much. I appreciate the wonderful compliment. All right, Efren, currently chasing socks down because they got It's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Jade, I am 29. Beast Killer, your army. Nice. I actually got a bunch of army swag. Oh, I should bring that down. Give me 1 sec. All right. Check it out. I know I've been telling you guys to go on this website and order their stuff. So I actually put my money where my mouth is and decided to order their stuff. So I got Jimin signature hat. What up? What do you guys think? So I think you guys should check that out. If you guys want any of their stuff, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Actually, let me put my link here for y'all. Excuse me. Where is that? Yeah, Jade, I'm with you there. I am definitely Jimin biased. There you go. I said it. I finally came out and said it. Okay, let's see. Where do I have my link? All right, I'm dropping the link for you guys, and you can use the coupon code Adam Mishan at checkout, and you get the stuff, whatever you buy, for 10% off, which is pretty awesome. I think I couldn't even use my own code to buy my stuff. I had to buy this at full price, man. Couldn't use my own coupon code. Dong, you're also Jimin bias. Nice. All right, we're all in the same clan there, the Mishan clan. All right, so we have a question here. Minor Seventh asks, here's my question. I can sing G4s fine, but I have so much trouble with A4s. The A above middle C, any advice for song reference? I'm singing Words Fail from Dear Evan Hansen. All right, Words Fail. Never actually heard that song. Words Fail. Let's hear what that sounds like. Words fail, words fail. There's nothing I can say. Either good or that she had. Nothing can make sense of all these things I've done. So that's the A. You wish you there's nothing I can say. Still hasn't hit it. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it.
And you want to believe it's true.
Hard to believe it's true.
Make it true.
Okay, where is this high note?
That I
Yeah, I think that was it. There it is. Words. Okay. So, how to go about it? So, I would say if you could do the G, right? You're there. I would work on like a mum, you know? Go like, so I would start like mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. And just try to work through that part. Mum, 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 mum. And try to find it at that like kind of nice, light, easy place. Mum, 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 mum. And there you're at the A, right? And so then you can practice on, from that lower place, getting a little bit louder, getting a little more intense with it. But try to first find it in that like nice light place, minor seventh. So how does that work for you? Yeah, ma, ma, ma. Ma, ma, ma. Yes, it is one of the exercises that I practice, because what you're doing is you're just picking one particular vowel consonant combination and playing around with it. So start that, and then you could try like holding it out. So like ma, 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 ma. Get a feel for holding that note. Ma, 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 ma. And just work your way through it in that way, up until that note. So you always start a little bit lower in your comfort zone and making sure that you're not going too loud. So a lot of people will approach it for the first time. They'll go ma, 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 screaming it. Like, you don't need to scream it. Try it like this loud. Ma, 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 the first time. Ma, 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 ma. Find that really nice light position. Ma, 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 ma. You're going to be able to, once you're able to get into that position and find that easier, you'll then be able to add weight to it. So, ma, ma, ma. So you can always lean into that sound once you find it first. So I hope that helps, minor seventh. I know you already said thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, hope that kind of. All right, somebody's asking a question. Sing the intro live now, please. Support from Luxembourg. I appreciate the support. I did it twice earlier, so that is something you can rewind. What do you call what Tanner Townsend does at 150 in his cover of Imagine Dragons' Bad Liar? He goes from a chest voice to falsetto. How do you do that? Let me hear that. 150, Tanner Townsend. Yeah, that's definitely the cough coming up. All right, let's hear this. 150.
My name is Tanner Townsend. Thank you for clicking on
Townsend.
this video.
Sorry.
Today I am going to play a bad liar. I'm a bad liar.
Yeah, so he's going from his chest voice to his falsetto or head voice. So there, what you need to do is actually practice like octave jumps. Wait, how am I not? I'm just not getting back to the live stream. Okay, yeah. So, bad liar, right? So you want to first find the bad in like more of a chest, type of sound. And then liar, so you can hear that coldness I have. I definitely have a cold. Liar. And you want to just find that like nice and light. Hope that makes sense. All right, let's look through. So Art, I hope that answers your question. Does that answer your question? Have I learned how to write my own song? Yes, I have. I'm actually working on one. Should I show you guys just a little bit, like a sneak peek? Where do I have it saved? Okay. So this is actually just the instrumental. I'm still working on the vocal part. But I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. Shout out to my man, Moshe Ackerman, who I heard it, I was like floored. So he definitely did a great job. Where do I have it? Yeah, I think this is it. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. There it is. All right, y'all. This is what's hopefully going to be coming up soon. Yeah, definitely EDM. Yeah, so this is going to be the build up. All right, just a small sample for you guys. That is, I mean, yeah, that's something that I'm working on right now. So you guys keep an eye out for it. It's going to be coming out soon. Okay, so let me answer. There was one question I wanted to answer from July. Is that how you pronounce your name? July Hope. Any tips on how to sing with emotion? So this is something that I actually struggled with. Excusez-moi. Struggled with for a little bit. Singing with emotion. I had a lot of people kind of give me feedback that I was a little bit emotionless. I still actually kind of have that sometimes, but my number one kind of tip against that, or tip to work through that, I would say is two things. Number one, learn to act. So the more you're able to kind of put on a show and feign the emotion if you don't actually have the emotion, the better off you're going to be. Learn the song really well, learn the lyrics, try to figure out what that song means to you, and put that meaning behind it when you're singing it. Or if you don't feel that, and you've never felt that before in your life, like if I was singing a girl's song that, you know, I've never experienced being on the girl side of a breakup, so then I would have to put on my acting. The other thing from a technical side that you can do to add emotion is put a little bit of a cry underneath your song. So if you have something that's like emotionless, like guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. but I still need love because I'm just a man. So if it's just like totally dead and lifeless, you can add a little bit of cry underneath it. Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love because I'm just a man. Right? So we're adding just a little bit of this cry, but I still need love because I'm just a man. Right? So that is probably one of the best tools that you can use, is pushing and pulling with a little bit of air versus cry. So if you know just a man, just has got a little bit of the crying man, lets out a little bit more airflow. So you want to have that kind of push and pull. Just a man, right? So you want to be able to kind of push and pull with that kind of cry sound versus airflow. Somebody asked me here, oh, Art, you asked me, do I take remote clients? That's actually one of the main ways I take clients. We do it over Zoom. I don't know if you've ever heard of Zoom, but it's one of the best and most stable video chat programs out there, way better than Skype. And you can just go right on my website, amvocalstudios.com/lessons, and you can actually sign up directly into my calendar. Everything's done automatically. You have a calendar invite sent to you with the link that you need to click in order to join the video chat at the time that you designated. So totally recommend for anybody who's interested in one-on-one lessons. So I can teach you kind of like this, except you're on the other end and you get to sing a little bit and I get to critique it, and kind of we work together collaboratively. On the other end, I recommend, if you want to get a feel for what my lessons sound like, or kind of, you know, the feel of what my lessons are like, go to this link I'm typing into the chat right now. And there you can actually get access to all of the previous lessons that I've done with all of my one-on-one students. And you'll be able to kind of follow along and learn from them exactly what to do with regards to songs and that type of thing. So yeah, Art, there's your answer. So I'd rather not quote my rates here, but here I'll put the address to go check out my rates. The reason why is because they are subject to change. And I don't want people coming here and being like, hey man, your rates were so much cheaper, more expensive, and now that's not cool. Because yeah, people really talk like that. So that's, I lost what my train of thought was. Okay. amvocalstudios.com/lessons. There you go. Cool. What's the difference between falsetto and head voice? Good question. So I actually have a video that goes through that, but I'll show you quickly here. Head voice. Ooh. Falsetto. Ooh. Ooh. That's the difference between head voice and falsetto. What is vocal technique and how do you work it? So you work it like, how do you work it? So basically vocal technique is how you're using your voice. So are you using your voice like kind of like a flute? So like, are you doing like, whoo, right? That's using your head voice. Oh, right, more as like a brassy quality is that technique being more in chest, more in head, and getting the vocal technique is being able to mix all of those together and using them to kind of be different colors to paint the song that you want to sing. And that's kind of how, you know, a painter would do it, how an artist would do it. And it's the same thing for singers as well. So Molly P, are you allowed to listen to music in 3 weeks if it's for parnasa? So I am not a rabbi, by the way. And so I would not want to give any sort of, you know, for you, Molly, obviously you understand. So I don't want to give any halachic perspective here, but I would definitely recommend speaking to your local Orthodox rabbi. I spoke to mine, and you know, he gave me his psak, if you understand that, and yeah, so I would recommend doing that. Would singing a high note be done by a falsetto or head voice? It can be done in both. So like, just like it's like asking a painter, would you paint this landscape in green or blue? So he would answer, I can paint it both ways. But the problem is when singers feel like they're locked in a certain way, that the only color I have is blue. So that's the only thing I can do. We want to be able to have both. So being able to sing falsetto and head voice, we want to be able to have both. We don't want to be stuck in one place where we're not able to, you know, figure it out. Mengs, you asked, do you have a favorite BTS member? I actually just mentioned him. Right there. And you guys can go check that out. They've got lots of swag at the link that I put in the comments there, so you could go check it out. Yeah, definitely Jimin is my bias. Can we get some tips on clean vocal fry? I have a pretty good voice and a few years of performance experience. Now I'm trying to master some of the more advanced techniques. Awesome, Chess Llama. Vocal fry is really simple. I think people overcomplicate it, and that's where it gets problematic. It's just about keeping it as simple as possible and as easy as possible. So a lot of people will pressurize it and go and like force it out. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like breathed out. So when I think of it, I almost think of like continuously breathing as I'm doing right? And as long as my breath keeps coming out, I just feel like I'm breathing out sound. That's what you want as far as vocal fry. Is vocal fry bad? It can be if you do it improperly, but it's in and of itself as a vocal, you know, as a vocal effect is not bad for your voice. Excuse me. Any other questions you guys have? Do you have any inspirations for singing? I draw a lot of inspiration from many different places, you know, from anywhere from Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Metallica, you know, Sam Smith, you know, even Jewish singers like Yaakov Shweki, Mordechai Shapiro. Let's see, what else? I actually like country, like oh, what's that singer's name? I'm blanking on his name. Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. I just can't remember his name, but yeah. John Denver. Bang. All right. Okay. How do you prevent voice cracks? So the reason why your voice cracks, the way that you would prevent it is knowing why your voice is cracking. So your voice cracks because there is a place in your voice where there needs to be a shift between mouth resonance, chest resonance, and head resonance. So in that shift, we want to make sure that we're doing that smoothly. If it goes, then you're going to have a rough shift like that. But if you go, ah, then you don't have that break in the middle. So it's all about shifting up into the head as you go higher at a very steady rate without allowing it to stay too heavy as you go or stay too light as you come down. So it can happen the opposite way too. Ah, right, where it has to eventually flip into chest voice. So it goes both ways. All right. BTS Heartbeat. I will check that out next for sure. What's my Instagram? My Instagram is at AM Vocal Studios. Bam. That's my Instagram. I believe it's also my Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't used Twitter in a long time, but I'm always uploading to Instagram. Oh, thanks, Art. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a couple. Oh, Andy. Hey, how's it going? If anybody else has any other questions, please throw them in the comments in the next couple minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run off to try to upload another video, which I've been trying to make sure doesn't get copyright and flagged. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to upload that soon. So Christian asks, it's okay if on my first falsetto attempt, it will probably cause a drastic rupture between the modes of transport and the falsetto record. Whoa, buddy, I have no idea what you're saying there. Is it okay if in your first falsetto attempt you have a break? We don't want anything rupturing. I really hope rupture was just like a typo. So yeah, because that makes me think of hemorrhaging, rupturing a blood vessel, hemorrhaging. We don't want that. You should not be rupturing anything when you're in falsetto. What video? You guys have to find out. Now I'll let you guys know. It's Save Me by BTS. I love to sing. I've done a few gigs. RO5CO88 says. But a few months ago, I had to get my tonsils removed. I can't sing like I used to. Am I screwed, or is there hope that I can sing again? Oh, wow. Okay. So there is most likely hope. Yes, it is Save Me by BTS. There is most likely hope that you can recover from that. Because again, well, not again, I'm saying it for the first time. So the tonsils are in the back of your throat, right? They're not really touching where the vocal cords are. So as long as they didn't do something that screwed up your vocal cords while they were operating on the tonsils themselves, you should be able to get that back. It would just be about kind of reworking your technique without that part of you, right? Because your vocal tract used to be shaped differently. Now you've removed a part of your vocal tract. So your body kind of has to relearn how to kind of sing with that new vocal tract that you have. So that could definitely be something that can be worked on in lessons. If not with me, then with some other coach, can definitely work on that one-on-one. So Jacqueline asks, how do you know the right song for your voice? Great question. It was something that I struggled with for a long time because I always wanted to be able to sing all these like crazy Bruno Mars songs in the original key. And they just, by and large, if I wasn't keying them down, they're just not songs that I can like live up there consistently, song after song after song. Like I can't do like Bruno Mars just straight all night long. My voice will take a toll. Just that energy level that's necessary is just, I can't keep that up. So what I would say is try to find one that feels comfortable. So a lot of people go after sound mostly, and I would recommend trying to go after feeling. Go after what feels right. The more you go after the feeling of a song and getting an understanding of how your voice feels when you're singing, it's something that I work on a lot with new singers, is that they're just unaware of the feeling sensation-wise of their voice. So learning how to get the feel of learning how each song feels in the voice and finding one that feels right. Like songs that feel right for me are ones that kind of like they hang out in, I would say, the A3 to the let's say D for the verse, and then like go up to the G or A once or twice for the chorus type of thing. Those are definitely kind of like my pocket songs, where it just sits right for my voice. But that takes a lot of experimenting. So with all that said, I would just say experiment, try different songs, get a feel, and see which ones feel right for your voice. All right, let's see who else has some questions. Is it possible to train my voice by myself effectively, or should I get a teacher to help train my voice? Another great, obtuse squirrel. That is a great question. And I just want to let you guys know that I am not at all at a conflict of interest with this question. No, I am, obviously. But with that said, you can definitely learn by yourself. You can learn through YouTube. You can learn through, different free resources that are available online. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to wade through all the garbage out there that's not necessarily correct and find the things that work. Or you can try the streamlined approach, where you either go with a product or with a teacher that has already waded through all that garbage, has found this works, that works, this doesn't work, get rid of that. And they figured out, this is what you need to get your voice in the place where it needs to be. And I hear this, and this that needs to be improved in your voice. Whereas when you're learning on your own, you have to rely on your own ear, which is part of the problem because your own ear is not developed yet. So you don't know what to do. So the answer is yes and no. You can definitely work it on your own. It'll be the long way. And that's why a big part of the reason why it took me 10 years to get where I did. But there's definitely a shorter way to do it, but it's the more costly way. So you can get it done right, you can get it done cheap, or you can get it done fast. You can pick two of those, but you can never pick all three, right? You gotta make sure that you pick the right ones. So at the end of the day, if you've got money, go the right and fast way, right? If you need to do it cheap, know that it's going to take a long time, and you're probably not going to do it right for the first long while. That's the long and short of it. All right. Chess Llama, you got an amazing teacher in Nashville. Awesome. Shout out to Joshua Carswell. That's awesome. I mean, I love great vocal coaches wherever they may be found, and totally not against other people going to other vocal coaches. They are, I'm not the be all and end all, but everybody connects with different people. And thankfully the students that I've had, and I've been very fortunate to have a bunch of really great students, and through this YouTube channel, thanks to you guys for building it up for me, and kind of sticking around. It's been a joy teaching them, and it's a joy to continue teaching you guys. So for anybody who is interested, I'm happy to do it. Okay, Dhruv, you have a question. How much time do you need to practice singing per week? So I wouldn't say it's per week. I have a vastly different approach than a lot of people, and I'm actually going to make a singing program very soon about it. But I like to do small chunks many times throughout the day. And I like my students to do that as well. So I would much rather somebody do 15 minutes 5 times a day than to do 2 hours straight. Even though those don't equal the same amount of time, I know. It's definitely more worthwhile to do smaller chunks throughout the day. And so in my next course, like the follow-up, oh, awesome, Dhruv, you bought my my course. I appreciate it, my intro course. So in that course, at the end, we have a bunch of scales and exercises to go through. So I would recommend when you're going through my course, do that end part 5 times every day. So that end part is about, let's say a 15-minute chunk of time or 10-minute chunk of time. I didn't really time it out. Plus the breathing exercises that I give. Let's say a total of 15 minutes, right? Do that 5 times a day throughout your day. You will notice, number one, a massive change in your voice. Oh, it's only 8 minutes. Okay, so 8 minutes plus the breathing exercises will take you to 10 minutes, let's say 15 minutes, whatever it might be. Try to use that chunk of time, do that multiple times a day, because what you're doing is you're setting up in your muscle memory that correct way of doing it throughout your day, as opposed to slamming your voice with just one exercise approach in one period of time. That is, in my opinion, and through my experience, is much less effective and will lead to fatigue and setbacks as a singer through time if you don't give yourself the necessary breaks. So does that make sense? Let's say 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Much better than doing whatever 8 minutes 5 times is. As you can tell, I'm not good at math. The 40 minutes, am I correct? 40 minutes altogether, just running through it 5 times in a row, because your voice will benefit and thank you over time. And also that includes singing, right? So Dhruv, I hope you're singing throughout there. Not just doing the exercises. Sing your favorite songs, get experience with all different types of songs, and kind of work through all of them. You'll notice much greater improvement in that way if you do it consistently and broken up like that, rather than slamming your voice with just one. All right, so you're saying, yeah, my roommates hate me, so I sing all day. That's great. So yeah, you're definitely going to see some improvement. But again, joking aside, don't sing all day, honestly. Give yourself the necessary breaks. Recently, I have experienced what not giving yourself the proper breaks feels like, and it's not worth it. All right, Wilco says, hey, Adam, I like to sing with rasp, but I only can do that when I belt. Can I learn to sing healthy with rasp, but without belting? All right, so I'm not a rasp expert, to be totally honest. For people who want to sing rasp, I would definitely recommend going elsewhere. Jamie Vendera is an amazing coach that teaches rasp. Who else teaches rasp? It's just not a vocal effect I've gotten into well enough to be able to really teach properly. I'm gonna be totally honest up front with you guys. I'm an open book. All right, A Joy. Can you help me? For some reason, when I sing by myself, it sounds really good. But when I sing when people are around, it sounds bad. Like with my sisters, I'm comfortable with them, but it's still bad. I mean, okay. And she said, I mean, singing in front of them. So for you, A Joy, I think it's probably nerves would be my guess. If it actually is, like, record yourself when you're by yourself so that you can actually be a little more objective. When you're just hearing yourself in your ear, we can delude ourselves a lot into believing that we're better than we actually are. So try to listen to yourself through a recording. You know, all you need is a phone. Any smartphone is good enough, and just kind of listen, hear back, and try to get an understanding of how you sound, and then you'll actually be able to know if you are doing it correctly. Sorry, if you're actually singing well when you're by yourself, or if you're actually deluding yourself just because you're hearing it in your own head. That makes sense. And then if you know that you are singing it well, if it comes well out good in the recording, then I would highly recommend working on it from a stage fright perspective, because it seems to be definitely an anxiety-driven worry that is leading you to kind of screw up when you're in front of people. Chess Llama, you're asking, you can do vocal exercise all day, but if all you do is practice, that's what you get good at. If you perform a lot, you'll get to be a better performer. Yes, that's true, Chess Llama, but I recommend doing both, because at the end of the day, you're not just getting good at vocal exercises, you're getting good at using your instrument. So you're using your instrument for one very specific thing, which is vocal exercises, which gets your instrument set up properly for singing. But yes, you definitely do have to sing in order to get better at singing. So there has to be both elements in there. So I would highly recommend doing both. I bought myself a Blue Yeti Blackout yesterday to record vocals. Loving it so far. Awesome. You should send over some clips. I would love to hear. Oh, Chess Llama. Okay, cool. I was just speaking to what you were saying, but I'm glad that you guys are answering each other's questions. So thank you all for coming out to this live stream. Had a great time with all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed my my couple attempts of Lost Boy. What's my favorite song to sing? Manuela. That's a good question. I would probably say right now it's either Home by Michael Bublé or Die a Happy Man by Thomas Rhett. Those are probably my two faves right now. So thank you guys for joining. I had a great time with all of you, and hopefully we'll do another one soon. And get your questions ready. So pick as many questions as you want for next time. Write them down, bring them to the next live stream, and I will be happy to answer them. So with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.